Let us chant our prayers that we chant. Prayers to the Bhagavad Gita, also known as the Gita Mahatmya from the Padma Puran. Those of you who know can repeat with me. Those of you who don't know can try to learn and memorize. Okay. Gita Shastramidam Punyam Ya Pathet Prayata Puman Vishnupadam Avapnoti Bhayashokadivarjitah गीतध्यानशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि मलिनेमोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम् गीता सुगीतकर्तव्य किम् अन्ये शास्त्रविस्तरे यस्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखात् पद्मात् विनिश्रिता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिश्रितं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दना पार्थवत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्रगीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्मापि एकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा. Translation to verse number 1. If one properly follows the instructions of the Gita, one can be freed from all the miseries and anxieties of life. One will be freed from all fears in this life, and one's next life will be spiritual. Gita Shastramidam Punyam Ya Pathet Prayata Puman Vishnu Padam Avapnoti. One attains the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu just by reading the Gita, following the instructions of the Gita. Bhaya Shokadi Varjita. And one rises above all sorts of fear and lamentation. Let us chant our other set of prayer. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरों वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीयते भक्तिधीरानां दामोदरति नामिने श्रीभक्तितीर्थस्य गुणभावानुवर्तिने सर्वदा सर्वभक्तानां सर्वरक्षाप्रदायिने श्रीराधे कृष्णगौरांग गायसी सर्वदा प्रभो नित्यानंद कृपामूर्ते प्रणमामि पुनः पुनः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. All right. Okay, once again, Very good morning to everyone who's present here, and thank you so much for joining. Please, this is my request to all of you to join on time. Our time is 7 a.m., not 7:01, 7:02, 7:03, or 7:10, 7:15, 7:30. If you're running late, it's fine, but please try to join on time. Don't don't delay because we get very little time together, and there is a lot of things that we have to share. Okay, so please be on time. Punctuality is very important. Okay, it shows when we turn up for on time, it shows that we are eager to learn, right? Those students who are eager to learn always show up on time. Those who are very casual, they come half an hour late, 1 hour late, 2 hours late, and so on and so forth. Okay, so please be on time. We are studying Bhagavad Gita. These are the very words that Krishna said to Arjuna when Arjun was at the lowest point in his life. Okay, so we have to show also our appropriate respect to these teachings by showing up on time and not late. All right, I mean, if we are running late, it's fine. It's better than not joining at all to join late, but please try to be on time. Okay, that is what I'm trying to put across. Also, if some of you will turn your cameras on, it will make me happy. It's very demotivating to talk to an empty screen. Yes, thank you, Saibdeep Pro, Sudanma Pro. Thank you. All right, let's begin with our lesson. We'll do a very quick overview of what we have seen so far, and then we'll dive into today's topic. All right. So we are seeing the chapter on transcendental knowledge. All right. Transcendental knowledge in Hindi we can call it Divya Gyan. All right. Knowledge that is beyond the senses, beyond the mundane, that deals with those things that are completely spiritual. Okay. So that is transcendental knowledge. So what are the ways in which one can gain transcendental knowledge? We discussed. All right. So first way is direct perception, that we can perceive through our senses the world and we can gain transcendental knowledge. Okay, limited, but it is a way. Okay, has its limitations, but it is a way. Okay, and for that matter, if we read Bhagavad Gita, then that is direct perception, right? We are using our senses directly to read the book. All right, although we cannot say we'll realize much, right, but at least we'll gain some knowledge. Okay, then historical evidence is another way of gaining knowledge. All right, so we historians have noted down history and we can follow that history and get to know something. Logical inference is also one way. So this is known as direct perception is known as pratyaksh. All right, you have to remember the term pratyaksh. You can write it down. Those of you who take notes, it will be good. Okay, historical evidence is known as itihas. Right, itihas. Logical inference, if A then B. Okay, it is cloudy, so it might rain. All right, logical inference. Modus ponens, A implies B. All right, those of us who study computer science, A leads to B. Okay, so that is logical inference, also known as anuman praman. All right, anuman, we are estimating basically. Based on the truth of one statement, we are estimating the truth of another statement. So that is known as anuman. All right, hearing from authorized sources. So hearing from someone who already knows. All right, I want to learn coding, so I go to someone who already knows coding, right? Or I want to learn anything in this world, so I should approach a person who already knows it, right? That way I can learn easily. All right, so all right, so these are the ways in which we can acquire knowledge. Okay, anyone has any doubt or question with regards to this? No? So pitfalls on the path of knowledge acquisition and their remedy. Now what is the pitfall in acquiring knowledge, okay, in this manner? What are the four defects with which we are suffering from, because of which acquiring knowledge through direct perception is very complicated and not considered the best? All right. So what are those four things? Those four things are stated here very nicely. First thing is our senses are limited. All right. Self knowledge, atma gyan. Yes, so atma gyan is also, you cannot obtain just like that. All right. You need to even in the section on this atma gyan, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. The self realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Right? So, the way of acquiring Atma Gyan is also through approaching a guru, and that is what we are going to see later on in this chapter. Okay. So, what are the pitfalls that we might face in the process of acquiring knowledge? Firstly, it is that our senses are very limited. Okay, our senses are limited. Can we see? Can we see the infrared radiation? No. Can we see the ultraviolet waves? No. Can we see gamma rays? No. Okay. Can I even see my own brain? Huh? Can I see my own brain? Yes or no? No? Right? I cannot see. So does that mean my brain doesn't exist? Huh? No, right? My brain exists. Okay. So our senses are limited. We have limited perception. Through our ears also we can hear only 20 to 20,000 decibels. Through our nose also we can smell only certain things. Through our tongue we can taste only certain things. Okay. So our direct perception is limited. Alright. We are subject to illusion. We are subject to illusion. So let's say for example, like if you go on a road on a hot afternoon, on a very straight road, you begin to see a mirage, right? You feel that there is water on the road. Yes, but if you go closer, you see that there is no such thing. There is no such water on the road, right? The road is absolutely dry. Has anyone experienced that before? Yes. So we have a tendency of becoming illusioned. In the dark, we might assume a rope to be a snake or a snake to be a rope. So we have tendency to become illusioned. Alright, so this is another defect in trying to gain knowledge through our senses, through our mind and senses. Okay, what is another defect? We make mistakes. Yes, that is why we never scored 100 out of 100 in maths exam, right? Because we made silly mistake. 1 plus 1 ko 3 likh diya. Yes, like that. So we make mistakes. We have a tendency to cheat others. Alright, so human beings have a tendency to cheat others. This we saw in our college when supposedly people were doing research, but they didn't do any substantial research. They just fudged some numbers and got a degree. Okay, so this we have seen plenty of it. So remember the four types of pramanas that we have seen. Someone can tell what are those four pramanas that we have seen? Four types of pramanas. Someone can type in the technical terms. These things are to be remembered, not forgotten. Okay. Direct perception. Yes, but what is the Sanskrit term? Give me the Sanskrit terms, not the English terms. Itihas, pratyaksh. Yes, very good. What else? Also, I didn't tell you. One is Anuman, yes, and one was hearing from authorized sources. This is known as Shabd. Okay, this is known as Shabd Praman. Alright, so remember that also. This is known as Shabd Praman. Alright, and now what were the four defects? Can someone share quickly? You can type in and also you can unmute if you feel that will be quicker. Okay, and uh, others can also please speak. Only few people are contributing. Others should not sleep when they come here. Right? Illusion of our senses. Okay, we have a tendency to become illusioned. What else? Thank you, Kashyap Prabhu. What else? We become illusioned. Then what happens? We have tendency to cheat. Okay, we can make mistakes. Yes, and limited senses and tendency to become illusioned. Okay, like that. Thank you, Manjunath Prabhu. Happy to see you. Okay, so these are the four defects that we are suffering from. That is why the perception of knowledge is not perfect, or it is an imperfect way of gaining knowledge through our mind and senses. All right. So, after that, we saw the ascending and descending processes of knowledge. So, how many of you who were not here last time went through the recording for this? We discussed it in the last session. So, how many went through the recording? No one? Okay, Sahibdeep Prabhu went through. Okay. So if you are not able to attend, please go through the recording. So we are putting our effort, all our effort and endeavor into helping you in all the ways possible. So please you also cooperate. Otherwise, there's not much meaning left to it. Okay. If you are not taking advantage of what we are doing, then we can use our time wisely in other activities. All right. So please make the best use of what you are being provided with. So, ascending and descending process of knowledge. What is the ascending process? Ascending process is that one relies on their own strength and effort to gain knowledge. Alright, like scientific effort of today. Right? Repeatedly experimenting in the lab with various things, coming up with new and new theories. Okay. Uh, this process is good, and to an extent, everyone should follow this process, but it has a limitation. Okay, because of these four defects that we have, all right, the ascending process can never lead us to perfect knowledge. Because of the four defects, the ascending process can never lead us to perfect knowledge. What is the ascending process basically? What does it mean to ascend? To go from something that is down to something that is higher, right? So we are building on our previous knowledge and we are gaining new and new knowledge. All right. But what if the previous knowledge that we are basing our future knowledge on is itself baseless? Hmm? Is itself baseless. I remember someone told me that they were doing research in PhD in some computer science fields. They were doing some research. They were doing PhD, and the thesis that they were writing, researching on, was disproving the thesis of their own mentor. Okay. So the mentor of this person did not allow this person. He said that I will not let you publish your research. Okay, like that. Why? Because it is discrediting me of my entire life's work. Okay. So not only in India it happens. It happens all across the world. Okay. Definitely there has been great scientific advancement that has been made, but many things are just, the more you see the world, the more you realize that people are just doing random things, uh, a lot of random things actually. And this is what they do. They pose as being very knowledgeable, but what are they doing? They are doing something that is completely random. Okay. So so this ascending process of gaining knowledge is not very perfect, so to speak. You will get somewhere, but you will not have the perfect knowledge that you can get. Okay, thank you, Abhishek Bro. So but we want to get perfect knowledge. We don't want to be fooled, okay, by incomplete knowledge or something that might not be correct and so on. Okay, so you need to follow the descending process of gaining knowledge. Okay, what is the descending process of gaining knowledge? That we gain knowledge from someone who already has that knowledge. Okay, that is the descending process. All right. In the descending process, one's end goal are guided by a perfect authority and one understands one's absolute dependence on the higher authority. Okay, so we have to accept a higher authority who knows, okay, and they can tell us, they can impart the knowledge to us. This is the descending process, and this is also the Vedic system of gaining knowledge. Okay, why has Veda been given to us? What does Veda mean? Veda means the book of knowledge. Okay, the book in which there is everything needed for dharma, arth, kam, and moksha. Everything is there. All right, everything, each and everything is there in the Vedas. And if we follow the Vedas, then we will also see that we will have better outcomes. Whereas, if we do not follow the Vedas, we will see that we will not have the perfect outcomes. Alright? So, we have to follow the descending process. So, what are the three legs of the descending process? Guru, the Guru who is educating us in spiritual knowledge. Sadhu, the general population of spiritually elevated people who are the sadhus. And Shastra, the scriptures which are there. Okay, so Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, these are the three pillars on which the descending process stands. Alright, so we have to follow the descending process of knowledge. Okay, so yes, so there was a lot of discussion on this. I don't want to repeat it, but if you want to hear more about it in depth, okay, so you please hear the recording from last week. Okay, because now we want to move on to our next topic. All right. Um, so the method, I'll just repeat this paragraph, maybe because it talks of Guru Padashraya, Guru Shishya Parampara. Method of obtaining transcendental knowledge is a descending process where a seeker of truth surrenders to the traditional Guru Shishya Parampara. Okay. Now you might say, okay, I will take knowledge from this person. Okay. But what do I know whether this person, what is the source of this person's knowledge? Whether his knowledge is authentic, coming from the Shastra. Okay, you are saying that I should approach a person to get this knowledge. But what is the source of this person's knowledge? Right? Whether he is giving his own mental speculation, whether he is giving from Shastra, or whether he has also heard from somewhere. Yes? So, the Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, Tat eva gurum evabhi gachet shrotriyam brahmanishtam. We have to approach such a guru who is shrotriyam brahmanishtam. So, two things. He should be shrotriyam, means he should have also heard from his guru. Just like we will hear the transcendental knowledge from this person should also have heard that transcendental knowledge from his guru. And his guru should have also heard from his guru. And his guru should have also heard from his guru. And ultimately, you can trace this parampara back to Sri Krishna. Because Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Krishna is the guru of the entire world. Okay. So, similarly, we can see that the parampara that we currently see. Let's talk about, let's say, Madhvacharya. Yes, from Mangalore or Udupi. Okay, so Madhvacharya, he learned directly from Vyasdev. He went to Badrinath. Okay, he went to Badrinath, and there he found Vyasdev, and he learned directly from Vyasdev. And Vyasdev, who did Vyasdev learn from? Who was the teacher of Vyasdev? Narad Muni. Yes, very good. And who was the teacher of Narad Muni?
Brahmadev.
Yes, so Brahmaji was the teacher of Narad Muni. And who was the teacher of Brahmaji? Sri Hari Vishnu. Yes, Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna was the teacher of Brahma. Okay. And then Madhvacharya also initiated many of his disciples. Yes, present day also we see in Udupi there are many mathas, and they serve, in round robin fashion. They are serving the Udupi Sri Krishna deity. Okay, so we can see it is a very much living tradition, and this makes the tradition of knowledge also a very much living tradition. Okay, it's not like we have been given one book and then now based on that one book we interpret in whatever way we like, and we do whatever we like. Okay, firstly we have been given thousands of books. Okay, Secondly, we have been given thousands of teachers. All right, and we have been given thousands of paramparas, thousands of guru shishya paramparas, each with its own flavor. So the lineage of Madhvacharya will have its own flavor. The lineage from Ramanujacharya will have its own flavor. Yes, the lineage from Adi Shripad Adi Shankaracharya will have its own flavor. The lineage from Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will have its own flavor. Yes, so each branch of this Guru Shishya Parampara will have its own flavor. Okay, like for example, uh, someone who's following in the lineage of Shripad Ramanujacharya will have more attraction for uh, Lakshmi Narayan. Yes, whereas someone who's following in the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will have more leaning towards Sri Radha Krishna. Okay, so that is how things might be different, but the ultimate goal is one itself, right? So the spiritual enlightenment occurs due to bestowal of Lord's grace upon a conditioned soul who is situated in the bottommost layer of spiritual existence, that of complete ignorance. Alright, we discussed this at length last time. Okay, so today let's discuss further what has been given here. So we'll talk about disciplic succession very soon. Alright, so now Vedas, sources of perfect knowledge. So this is our topic for today, the sources of perfect knowledge. We studied in the previous section that the descending process is the way to gain perfect knowledge. The perfect knowledge can only come from the perfect source. Perfect knowledge comes from the perfect source, that is the Supreme Lord Krishna. He gives us the perfect knowledge from outside through scriptures and spiritual teachers, and from within as Paramatma. Okay, so Sri Krishna also within the heart, when we endeavor, when he will see our endeavor, that when he will see that okay, Bhagavad Gita class 7 a.m. and this boy or this girl is making endeavor to wake up by 6:30 and take bath and be on time, not being casual about it, not being late. Yes, then Paramatma will start to reciprocate with us and give us transcendental knowledge. Okay, when Paramatma will see okay, this person is trying to fast on the sacred day of Ekadashi, then Paramatma will give us transcendental knowledge from within. Okay, when Paramatma will see okay, this person is trying to chant my names every single day, then he will give us transcendental knowledge from within. Okay, so this is a reciprocal relationship. It's not a one-sided thing that I will worship God and God will enjoy. No, God will also do something for us. Okay, it's not a one-sided kind of thing. Okay. All right, so let's talk about Vedic scriptures and then we'll talk about uh, disciplic succession. माया मुग्ध जीवेरा नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान जीवेरा कृपाया कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण. The conditioned soul cannot revive its original consciousness by its own effort, but out of causeless mercy, Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature to bestow the perfect knowledge. The perfect knowledge always comes from Krishna. Only the absolute truth can bless us with the perfect knowledge by revealing it unto the sincere seeker. Bhagavad Gita is inundated with the divine mercy that Arjun drank by surrendering to Lord Krishna. So let's unpack this. The conditioned soul cannot revive its original consciousness by its own effort. So by our own effort, it is very difficult. Yes, we have to put our own effort, but ultimately the bestowal of knowledge, transcendental knowledge, specifically na, when we are talking here, we're not just talking about knowing things. There are many people who are scholars on the Bhagavad Gita who know entire Bhagavad Gita. They can quote like anything, but don't follow anything. Yes, that is nonsense. Okay, that doesn't mean you know. That means you just have some mundane knowledge. That is what it means. That means you don't have any spiritual knowledge. Okay. Yes, you don't have any experience. You're not living the wisdom of those teachings. That means at a mundane platform, you just know what is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Yes. There is a saying we should preach before teach. Maybe. But even before we preach, we should practice. Okay, then we should preach. Okay. So, conditioned soul cannot get the knowledge on its own effort, but out of causeless mercy, Krishna compiled the Vedas and gave that literature to us. Okay. The perfect knowledge always comes from Krishna, who is the perfect source. Only Krishna can bless us with the perfect knowledge by revealing it onto the sincere seeker. So we have to put in our endeavor. Like we have to get up early in the morning, we have to chant, we have to take bath, we have to keep cleanliness, we have to serve others, we have to help others, we have to serve the cows, we have to serve the elderly, we have to serve and protect so many sections of society. Yes. And when we do these things, then what happens? Then this knowledge slowly and steadily reveals in our heart. Krishna reveals this knowledge from within our heart. Okay. It's like, try to understand, you are standing at the gates of a palace and we say the palace belongs to you. Yes. But you don't have the key to enter into that palace. It belongs to you, but you cannot enter. Similarly, you have the Bhagavad Gita, you have the Puranas, you have the Vedas, you have everything. But, and you can even read them, but you cannot enter into the realization of that knowledge until and unless you put your effort and Krishna gives his mercy. So there are two things always. Okay, Madhvacharya is showing two fingers. Yes, like this. Okay, so of course, those two fingers, one means Jiva and one means Krishna, but it also means effort and mercy. So, two things are supposed to come in your life: effort by you and mercy by the Lord. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is inundated with the divine mercy that Arjun drank by surrendering to Lord Krishna. Prior to Arjun, Vavasvat Manu received the mercy about 28 Divya Kalpas ago from his father Vivaswan. This is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 4.1 that evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo vidu sakala neha mehta yogo nishta parampara. Yes. And Krishna says to the sun god Vivaswan that I gave this, he says to Arjun that I gave this knowledge to Vivaswan. So we can see this and you can repeat after me also. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Imam Vivasvate Yogam
इमं
विश्वस्वते
विवस्वते
योगम्
प्रोक्तावानहमव्ययम्
प्रोक्तावानहमव्ययम्
प्रवक्तावानहमव्ययम्
विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह
विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह
मनुरिश्वाकवे ब्रवीत्.
मनुरीश्वाकवे ब्रवीत्.
Thank you. All of you must participate, okay? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku from the Sun dynasty itself. Okay, so this is the way it has always been there. This knowledge is transmitted like this itself. One cannot become a devotee of God by reading a book. Okay, although reading the book is a part of becoming a devotee of God, but that is not the whole and soul. You have to approach a self realized soul and learn from him. That is where the realization will come. Okay, we'll see a very nice song, very nice Bengali song on this topic just shortly. Repeat after me. Evam parampara praptam
एवं
परम्पराप्राप्तम्
परम्पराप्राप्तम्
imam rajarshayo viduhu
इमं
इमं
राजर्षयो
राजर्षयो
विदुः
विदुः
sa kale neha mahata
सा
काले
काले
नैः माता
नेहमत
yogo nashtah parantapa.
योगो
योगः
नष्टः
नश्य
परन्तप.
परन्तप.
Okay, so A with a line on top is A. Parampara. Praptam. And small a without a line is A. Okay, and when you have H with a dot, you repeat the sound of the syllable before that. Okay, or the sound of the vowel before that. Okay, so Viduhu. Alright. Sa Kale Neha Mahata Yogo Nash. S with a dot here is sh. T with a dot is t. T for tomato and not t for tarbooj. Okay, that is T without a dot. It is t. With a dot, it is t. Parantapa yogo nashtah parantapa. Okay, it's very easy if you learn this. All right, because this the great misfortune of most North Indians also is that they cannot read it now. Okay, their education in Christian schools and their obsession with working for Western MNCs has somehow led them to not be able to read the language of the gods anymore. I hope our friends from South India are better and they can at least read their mother tongue. I hope at least. For most people in North India, it's a gone case. It's very, very difficult, to expect a person to read Devanagari. Anyways, so all right, let's go ahead. Sa evayam maya tedya. You can repeat.
स एवायं मया ते मया तेभ्य
Yoga prokta puratana.
योगप्रोक्ता
Yoga
पुरातन
Prapta Purana.
पुरातनः भक्तोऽसि मे सखा चेति
Bhaktosi
भक्तोऽसि मे
me
सखा चेति
sakacheti.
रहस्यं हि एतदुत्तमम्.
रहस्यं
Rahasyam
ह्येतदुत्तमम्
Etadami.
That very science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you. Okay, so Krishna is directly telling to Arjun, but who will Krishna tell? Bhaktosi me sakha cheti, because you are my devotee as well as my friend. And therefore you can understand the transcendental mystery of this science. Very important point. Who can actually understand the Bhagavad Gita? Can someone tell me on the basis of this shloka? Who can understand the Gita? Can a person who is just an academic understand the Gita? Can a person who is a devotee of Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Surya, Shani, can he understand the Gita? Huh? No, one who has the mercy of Krishna, who is a devotee of Krishna, can understand. Krishna says again in the Gita, in 18th chapter, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschashmi tattvata tato mam tattvato gyatva vishadetad anantaram. That Bhaktya mam abhijanati, only through devotion am I to be known. Okay, so only a devotee can know Krishna. No one else has the capability of knowing Krishna. Therefore, no one also has the capability of knowing this science, but only a devotee of God. And God also not in generic terms. Krishna did not say, because you are my devotee as well as my friend, you can understand the mystery. Krishna said that, okay, you are my devotee as well as my friend. He did not say, you are a devotee of Indra, so you can understand the Gita. He did not say you are a devotee of who are people worshipping these days. I don't know, maybe. But anyone for that matter. I mean, Krishna is, like we always say, Krishna is very possessive about us having a very deep and exclusive relationship with him as Krishna, right? He's very much, he's very possessive and emotional about this. Okay, we can say that in the Bhagavad Gita, throughout the Bhagavad Gita, he always points out that me, the way is through me. And there will be some commentators who will put comments like, oh, like Dr. Radhakrishnan, he would write that when Krishna says, Sarvdharman Paritajya Mam Ekam Sharnam Raja, such people will write, oh, actually, one is not supposed to surrender to Krishna, one is supposed to surrender to the unborn within Krishna. Yes, like that. So these people are misguiding society. All right. This is a very big misguidance because they are taking us further away from the absolute truth, which is Sri Krishna. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So we should be very, very careful, very, very careful. Where what is the source of our knowledge? We should be very careful. Are we reading someone's own mental speculation? Yes. Or are we reading someone who someone's spiritual realization? You have to be very, very careful about that. Okay, very, very careful. The very good criteria is that Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. Was this person a great devotee of the Lord? then we can say yes, then this commentary is safe to read. Otherwise, no. By politicians, definitely not. Krishna says, Mahatmanastu Mam Partha. 14 BG 913. Mahatmanastu Mam Partha. You can repeat after me. Mahatmanastu Mam Partha.
Mahatmanastu Mam
Partha
Devim Prakritim Ashritah.
Devim
Devim
Ashritah
Prakritim Ashritaha
Bhajante Ananya Manaso.
Bhajante Ananya
Manaso
Manaso
Gyatva Bhutadim Avyayam.
Nyata
Gita Bhutadim Avyayam.
Vyayam.
O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Okay, so this is the definition of what? This is the definition of who is a Mahatma. Okay, who is a Mahatma? A person who is not deluded by the Lord's material energy, firstly. That person is a Mahatma. The great souls who are under the protection of the Lord's divine nature. They are not under the Maya Shakti that we all are under. They are under the Lord's Yog Maya Shakti, which is not deluding. Okay, which is knowledge giving. Okay. They are fully engaged in devotional service. वो हमेशा भक्ति में लगे रहते हैं because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They know me that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not anyone else. Original and inexhaustible. Gyatva Bhutadim Avyayam. Alright? So you cannot rubber stamp a Mahatma that this person is a Mahatma. This person was a very great person. You cannot rubber stamp them like that because out of their virtue of being a politician, okay, or having control of over a large mass of people, okay, you cannot rubber stamp a Mahatma. All right. Gita does not tell Gita does not tell that you become absolutely non-violent and let anyone come and exploit you. Okay, this is definitely not the teaching of the Gita. Okay, Gita says one has to fight for dharma. You have to firstly find your dharma and then you have to fight for dharma. Okay, one cannot reduce it to okay, we will become non-violent and anyone who wants to come and kill us, we will face our death very bravely. Okay, this is nonsense. This is not the understanding of the Gita. This is own mental speculation. And then we rubber stamp such people as Mahatmas, great souls. Yes, so we should not do that. Okay, Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Devim Prakritim Ashrita Bhajante Ananya Manaso Gyatva Bhutadim Avyayam. Such a person is a Mahatma. Okay, not a person who is misinterpreting Shastra for their own personal gains and benefits. Okay, we have to be very, very careful, very, very careful who we are following. Cannot follow anyone and everyone like that. We have to be very careful where our spiritual knowledge is coming from. Okay, because if milk is touched by the fangs of a serpent, it is not milk anymore, it is poison. Okay, it is poison. So be very careful whom you are learning from, what is the source of your learning. Okay, and we should always have the vivek, have the intelligence to also see, okay, what this person is telling me, is he telling me correct or not. Okay, and definitely we don't have to carry this also too far. We also need to have the humility that I don't know, firstly. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so we don't have to see everywhere. We don't have to also become okay, this person is must not know. Maybe I will itself only know, so I will just write my commentary itself on the Gita like that. That also we don't have to do. Okay, so you have to take the middle way between surrender and also having intelligence at the same time. Try to understand there's a very subtle difference, and uh, ultimately we have to move towards complete surrender, but at this stage we have to move with our intelligence and surrender hand in hand. Okay, we cannot have too much of just depending on intellectual ability, will not understand anything. We have to have little bit of surrender somewhere. Okay, that is a starting point. Okay, because the ultimate goal is complete surrender. Sarv dharman paritajya mam ekam saranam raja. That is the end goal. Okay, so we start with little surrender and use of our intelligence, and ultimately we move towards complete surrender, because with time we will gain the right experience. We'll also know whether this person is worth surrendering to, whether this person is worth learning from. Okay, so when we even accept a guru, we should see whether this person is capable of giving me this transcendental knowledge or not. Cannot just accept anyone and everyone as guru. Okay, that is foolishness. That is foolishness. Okay, we should see whether this person will be able to take me to the lotus feet of Shri Radha Govinda Yugal or not. If yes, then very much I will surrender myself to this person. If not, then I will look for someone else. Okay, coming back to our lesson. Okay, anyone has any question at this point in time? You can always also type in your in the chat box if you have any questions. Okay, feel free. Don't feel shy. Okay, so this knowledge, we saw that this was obtained in disciplic succession. Okay, it must be noted that the Vedas not only talk about spiritual subject, they also discuss physical aspects that are verifiable experimentally. This further increases the credibility of the Vedas. Some examples are given. Like for example, cow dung, right? Cow dung is a very good fertilizer, and the Vedas tell us cow urine is used in many Ayurvedic medicines, and the Vedas tell us, yes. And there are so many things. Now we see that in the United States they are using harmful pesticides, insecticides, fertilizers, and their soil has becoming cancer. Soil has become cancerous. Most of the people are getting cancer over there. Okay, so if we head down the same path of destruction, okay, then uh, God help us. Okay, uh, but we know that cow dung is very very pure. Okay, it is very very fertile, so why not use it? And the Vedas are telling us. So Vedas not only tell us like, okay, these spiritual things, they tell us also many mundane things. Okay, which help us, yes, which help us lead a happy life. Okay, in harmony with nature, in harmony with nature. So rather than using harmful pesticides and fertilizers, we use cow dung. Okay, and we live in harmony with nature. All right. Now I'll be quick with this because you can read it on your own. I'll share the PDF. There's some prayer. Gopi Bhagya Madhu Vrata Shringis So Dadhi Sandiga Khalaji Vitakha Tava Galahala Rasandara. O Krishna, the fortune of the gopis, the destroyer of the demon Madhu, protector of the cattle, he who ventured the ocean's depths, destroyer of evildoers, one with plough on shoulder and bearer of nectar, may protect us. Okay. Now they are saying that in Kattapayadi Sankhya, each Devanagari alphabet is assigned a number, that is one for Kha, two for one for Ka, two for Kha, three for Ga, and so on. If you take that table and apply it to this verse, then you will get the value 3.141592636535589 and so on. That is the value of pi. Okay, up to uh, 31 decimal places. Okay, very interesting, right? So something that is used in our modern science very much. Yes, pi r square and whatnot. So many formulas were there with that pi. So you know, so very interesting that this is found. This can be decoded like this. So very very interesting. Yes. But again, I would say this is something very mundane. Even if this were not in the Vedas, okay, if this such a thing is not there in the Vedas, no such thing is there in the Vedas. Vedas talk only about completely spiritual thing. Will our faith about the Vedas change? If it will, then we are in deep trouble. Okay, that means we are very mundane people. Okay, our faith in the Vedas is based only if the Vedas will correlate with what the modern scientists are saying. That means our faith is actually on the modern scientists, and if the Vedas confirm what the modern scientists are saying, then Vedas are good. Okay, that means we are atheists. Okay, that clearly means we are atheists. Even if the statement of the Vedas go completely against what we know in modern science, okay, we should still have faith in the Vedas. because the Vedas are the word of God. They have been given to us by Krishna to lead a happy life, to lead a fulfilling life, to work in the right direction. Vedas are completely spiritual, also, only have spiritual knowledge. There is no harm. There is no harm. But the Vedas do have actually really good knowledge, Like a week ago, Preetimay went to an Ayurvedic doctor, and he just, they catch hold of your arm like this, and they tell all the problems that your body has. Okay, something that we have spent lakhs of rupees on allopathy to even figure out, to even diagnose, and after that also no perfect diagnosis. They will hold your wrist and they will tell you, okay, this is your situation. One of my friend also went, and he clearly asked, Delhi mein rehte ho? He asked him, do you stay in Delhi? He said, yes, I stay in Delhi. Then he told, yes, people who stay in Delhi have very bad lungs. Just by holding this, okay, like this, okay, just by holding, checking your pulse. I don't know what they do, but they have a great hold on these things. Of course, I'm not saying that we don't follow allopathy from today, give up allopathy. We're not going into those extremes, okay? But I'm saying that this knowledge is credible. It's not something that we should just reject like that, okay? Probably, and you will see in the coming time that Ayurveda, Vastu, Jyotish, all of this within 10 years, 15 years, 20 years time will become very, very mainstream. Okay, very, very mainstream. Yes, yes, it is very much actually. So we should as people who have spiritual inclinations, definitely Gita is something, but we should have good amount of knowledge of Ayurveda, Vastu, Jyotish, at least these three things. Nyay, very important to learn Nyay. Okay, Sankhya, Yog, of course, Yoga, Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Very, very important to have knowledge of these things. Of course, in pursuit of this knowledge, also, we should not miss the train going back to Godhead. Our ultimate aim is Krishna. Okay, but little by little, we should keep gaining, little by little gems of this knowledge also. Okay, it will be very good. All right, because uh, our parents couldn't teach us these things, yes, but at least if each one of us knows something, we can give it to the next generation. Yes, we can give it to the next generation. Okay, although what to speak of people today don't believe in next generation. They believe in becoming double income, no kids. They don't believe in paying off the debt that they have to their parents by bringing in progeny. That is how you become relieved of the debt to your parents, when you bring in progeny. Okay, although for that matter, a person who worships Krishna doesn't have any debt, so such a person is not obliged to bring in progeny. But I know very well for a fact that these people who are dinks, okay, these people who are dinks, double income, no kids, definitely are not surrendering their life to Krishna. Okay, I know it for a very, very well known fact. Okay, so they are not relieved of their debt. But if someone doesn't want to have kids because they want to give their 100% of time in bhajan, okay, then that is fine. Okay, they will not incur, yes, they will not incur sin for not having kids. Okay, but if a person is not giving 100% of their time in bhajan, okay, then they should have kids and pay off their debt. Okay, not only are you indebted to parents, you are indebted to the demigods, so you should do yagya regularly. You are indebted to sadhus, so you should serve the sadhus regularly. You are indebted to cows, so what should we do? We should eat the cows, yes, to pay off our debt. We should kill the cows and eat the cows. Yes, that is what we should do. Hmm? Because we have debt, so we are paying our debt. Okay, we should serve the cows very, very nicely, very, very nicely. अनंत दोषों का निवारण है गो सेवा करना. Even in Jyotish, worshipping the cows, serving the cows, feeding the cows, brushing the cows. Hmm? Very, very beneficial. Very, very beneficial. Your heart will immediately feel happy, and millions of sins will be washed away. Okay. So very important. We are not these things that are there in the shastras are not just like the someone just wanted to write a good story and they wrote all this. Okay. Very much real. It happens. It manifests in our life. Okay. So again, why is there suffering? Because there is pap karma. How will pap karma go away? By chanting, by doing go seva, by doing all of these activities. Of course, the topmost is chanting. So we have to chant every single day Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yes, Manjunath Prabhu, you had a question?
Uh, so yeah, like I have one example with regard to like a ghost or what you said. Like it happened in so I had I had one aunt. So like she suffered a lot. Like in the initial like around before 30. Like her marriage did not go well, but at that time like we had like I was staying in my grandfather's house and she had cows.
Oh.
And no, grandfather's house and the house had cows, like 2 to 3 like. And yeah, she was the one who used to take care of all the cows, and like yeah, she was one of the most happiest persons I knew.
Yes.
And yeah, like she's always used to smile, and like always there's always used to be smile on her face, and
Yes.
yeah, and it was always she's the one who used to take care of that cows, and like
Yes.
they're very very happy, and also
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes. And
yeah.
we all can experience it. In the West now they're coming up with things like cow hugging. Okay? Hug your cow before eating it. Like that. They're coming up in the West. Yes?
And one more thing, and
Yes.
she passed away recently, and like yeah, and when she passed away, like she did not suffer that much. So yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Thank you. So yes, come in. बंद हो गया वन प्रीति में लैपटॉप बंद हो गया गुरुदेव का लैपटॉप बंद हो गया लैपटॉप बंद हो गया है जिससे वो चल रहा था जाओ हाँ so yes, are all cows in the world same or Indian cows are different? अब I mean I don't even know like जर्सी गाय होती भी है कि नहीं है. I don't know, honestly I don't know what is that creature. It's very sad that for our profits we are doing all this. Yes, but definitely we should treat them as cows only. But definitely Indian breed cows are what the actual cows are. Okay, local variety. Jersey cows are genetically modified. Most people now are keeping Jersey cows, but what can be done? At least we can serve them only if we don't have any other opportunity. But the Indian breed cows are what actually we refer to when we say cows. Okay. So, anyways, coming back to the topic, so pi, the value of pi is there in the scripture. Okay, the speed of light is there in the scripture. Salutation to the suns, the traveler of 22,202 yojanas in half a nimisha. Okay, so salutations to that sun. As per Vedic literature, half a nimisha is so and so seconds, and itta yojan is so and so miles. The speed comes out to be so many miles per second, which is within 0.7% of the modern accepted value of the speed of light. Okay, so very interesting, right? This is given in Rig Veda. Can you imagine what all is there? So many things are there in the Vedas. Yes, but again, like I said, we have rejected, just like we reject stool on the toilet seat every day, we reject our own culture also every single day. Yes, that is how much we dislike it, so to speak. Yes. uh, Human history about Ram Setu and all, they have given some things about Dwarka and things, findings in Dwarka uh, near the ocean. Yes. Yes, all the eclipses. And if you look at Jyotish Shastra, they play in degrees, minutes, seconds. Like, and this is such a old, Jyotish is nothing new. It's so old, thousands of years old. Even like, you have, like, even in Ramayana it is stated that okay, Lord Ram took birth when there was so and so combination, this planet was in this Rashi, this planet was in this Rashi, this planet was in this Rashi. I mean, how does Valmiki know all this? Can you imagine? How does he know? You say you have telescope, okay, and you can see Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto with that telescope, okay, or whatever. These people without any telescope can tell you that okay, on so and so date, so and so planet is coming into so and so Rashi, into so and so nakshatra. And nakshatra ko bhi unhone, they have divided that each nakshatra has 4 padas. The entire zodiac is divided into 12 rashis, 27 nakshatras. Each nakshatra is divided into 4 padas, and there are results, different results of each planet transiting into different padas of different nakshatra, different rashis. Okay, firstly, forget about the predictive part. I mean, how did they even know this? How did they even know that at this point in time this planet is here, with the naked eye, mind you? Yes. And today also, if you see Panchang, it is the most advanced calendar in the whole world, in the whole universe. Nothing beats it. Tithi, nakshatra, yog, karan, and one more thing is there in Panchang, right? For those of you who know, Tithi, nakshatra, yog, karan, and one more thing is there, I'm forgetting. Yog, karan, and anyways, 5 elements are there in the Panchang, and it's so advanced, so advanced. Finding the Muhurat, yes, and the effect of the planets, and this simple science is enough to tell you what you are doing in your past life also, and why you are suffering today because of your past life karma. Okay, but anyways, we don't want to rely too much on Jyotish also. We want to rely on the mercy of the Lord in our life. Okay, so we chant and Krishna adjusts our karma accordingly. If we chant every single day, yes, every single day we chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and follow the 4 principles. What are the 4 principles? No meat eating. Yes, no meat eating, including onion, garlic, mushroom. Okay. Uh, no intoxication, including tea and coffee. Okay, including tea, coffee, Coca Cola, Mountain Dew. Okay, anything with caffeine or nicotine in it. Okay. No gambling, including these games, Dream 11 and all these kind of things. अब तो बैन कर दिया सरकार ने. That is very good. Hats off to them. But even if we should, no going to casino, going to Goa, going on the beach and then going to the casino. I mean, beach is fine, but casino not so much, you know. नेट चला गया कैसे? Hare Krishna, we are back. All right. So we should not go to the casino. Going to beach, okay, maybe we can. Okay, although that is the place of Gokarn. No, that is Gokarna. Goa also has some spiritual places actually. It's not like it's you're supposed to go and party over there. Okay. So we should not waste our time in these activities. Gambling, okay. And fourth thing very important, no sex outside of marriage, no illicit sex basically. Okay, no sex outside of marriage, uh, including uh, pornography and masturbation. Okay, and of course, even if we are having sex outside of sorry, after marriage, even if we are having sex after marriage, the use of contraceptives also breaks this principle. Okay, so one should of course it's a sensitive matter, but definitely it breaks this principle. Okay, because you cannot take life like that. A person who is going to be born and you are using pills to kill that person within the womb. This is very, 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 very grave sin. Very, very grave sin. Okay. So we should not partake of such kind of sins. It's very, very, very bad. Abortion, uh, contraception, not good. Okay, not good. Very sinful. We will suffer a lot. Okay, the farther we go away from dharma, the more we suffer. Okay, if you if you can just remember this one statement for the rest of your lives, our lives will become very much better because we will try to follow dharma in that case. Okay, the farther we are going away from dharma, the more we are suffering. We might think, even in today's day and age, why am I suffering so much? I mean, why should we not suffer? It is because of our past karma that we are suffering. When we did those activities that we enjoyed a lot in the past, did we think I will suffer for it in the future? No, right? But nature has its ways of getting back to us. So we engage in sinful activity, so today we will suffer. If we don't want to suffer in the future, don't engage in sinful activity. Simple. Engage in pious activity. But the harm is Shine Punne Mrityulokam Vishanti. Once your pious credit is gone, then you come back to this material world. So better stop the cycle of birth and death by simply chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the topmost solution. Okay, topmost solution. Rather than, some people think that, when they say, they want to read the Gita. Why? Because it will solve their problem. And what is their problem? Gita solves the actual problem of birth and death. Okay, it's breaking the cycle of birth and death. But people want temporary solutions. They just want patch up solutions. That, okay, abhi main bahut pareshan hu, I'm very distressed. I just want to have some peace of mind, which is no harm. Okay, which is no harm. But the thing is, Gita states that as long as you are trapped in the cycle of birth and death, you will not have that peace of mind. Okay, so break that cycle of birth and death. Okay, people are thinking, okay, Gita might teach me mindfulness, or it may, I mean, छोटा problem जो अपना होता है ना, small problem, we think that, okay, let me use the Gita to solve that problem, and it does also. It does also. Okay, but the ultimate problem is the problem of repeated birth and death, and that is the route that we have to strike at. Okay, that is the route we have to strike at. Definitely, Bhagavad Gita is capable of solving each and every problem. Okay, each and every problem. But the root of all problems, the same Bhagavad Gita tells us that the root of all problem is that you are being born again and again in this world of suffering. So you should now stop this repeated birth and death in this world of suffering. Okay. And then definitely there are some people who think that the Gita is not a spiritual book. Okay, and they just feel that, it's a self-help book. Okay, and these people get very disappointed when the Gita tells them to connect with God. They thought that they will be given self-help, like modern self-help is there, right? That, okay, if you're having a relationship problem, maybe be communicative with your partner, and this thing, that thing, which is good also. It solves their problem. But people just think that Gita will just give them these mantras, these sutras for, modern self-help. Okay, but the Gita goes much more in depth than these things. Okay, so we have to make use of this knowledge that is given to us in the scriptures. Okay, for breaking the cycle of birth and death. I will not start this topic today. We will discuss 7.2 disciplic succession tomorrow. It's a long topic. So we'll try to finish the topic of disciplic succession tomorrow. Tomorrow we meet 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, so please, all of you, please be there. Sunday classes are not optional. Many of you are coming on Saturday but not coming on Sunday. We are working in continuation. Okay, and we get so little time together. So please be there. I want to touch upon another topic for today. Today being Ekadashi. So, how many of you are fasting on Ekadashi? Can you raise your hand? Okay, Manjunath Prabhu is doing, Sahibdeep Prabhu is doing, Madhav Prabhu is doing. Okay. Kashyap Prabhu is doing, Ayush Prabhu is doing, Shubham Prabhu is doing. Okay, very good, very good, very good. What about others? Why others are not fasting on Ekadashi? Dharmik Prabhu, Avik Prabhu, Shubhankar Prabhu. Okay, this is your first class, anyways. Aditya Joshi Prabhu, Abhishek Prabhu, Akshay Mataji. Yes, I know you fast. Yes. Shubham Gupta Prabhu. Accidentally ate mouth freshener in the morning. Okay. That means we are very unconscious of what is happening today. Okay. So at least you can fast for the rest of the day, bro. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Even if you make a mistake, please fast for the rest of the day. And don't make a mistake again. Because we get sin. Okay. We get sins. Abhishek Prabhu, by what we mean by fasting is that not having grains. That is what we mean by fasting. Definitely, the less we eat, also the better. But the major thing is we don't eat grains on Ekadashi. Okay, that is the major thing. That is what we are supposed to do. Okay, like I was also discussing with Shubham Prabhu. He also thought that one doesn't have to eat on the fast, but I told him you don't have to eat grain. Whatever else you want to eat, you can eat. Definitely, all the more better if you don't eat on Ekadashi or eat fruits, or if you eat uncooked food, all the more better. But you can have tapioca, sabudana. You can make pakoda out of it, or you can make so many things out of it. You have kuttu, you have singade ka atta, you have fruits, you have paneer. You can make paneer ki sabji. Definitely, you don't use haldi. Only four kinds of spices you can use: salt, jeera, um, black pepper, and what else? I guess these three are the ones that are allowed in Ekadashi. No haldi, okay? No haldi on Ekadashi. Okay? Best is if you can do it on fruits, coconut water, juices, and all. Yes, pink salt, yes. So that way. Because if you eat grain on Ekadashi, with each mouthful, you get the sin of killing 1,000,000 Brahmanas. Okay? This is not good. It will not lead to a good outcome in your life. Mind you, I'm telling you again and again repeatedly, it will not lead to a good outcome. Okay? Because it is sin. It is sin, and sin leads to sinful reaction. And then we think things like, oh, God is so cruel. He is giving me so much pain. I am such a good human being, but God is so bad. We don't we don't remember that on how many Kadashis we ate grain. That we will not remember. Or how many times we we ate animals. That we will not remember. But we will remember, oh, God was unkind to me. That we will remember. Yes. So anyways, I have a query. Oats are grains, but is oat milk also considered grain? Yes, anything derived from a grain will be grain. Okay. Anything derived from a grain will be in the category of grain. Okay. You can have coconut. I think so. uh, Coconuts are very good on fasting. Yes. And there are so many things. There is endless variety. So Loken Prabhu gifted us a book which has 1001 Ekadashi recipes. Okay. So don't worry. You will not starve. Okay. You will not starve. And those of you who want to do more tapasya, who want to attain Krishna in this very lifetime, try to do the Ekadashi on coconut water, fruits, uncooked things, peanuts, fox nuts, water chestnut, right? Uh, Nuts, almonds, cashews, and so on. Those of you who want to
share that recipe book with us.
Sorry.
That book, recipe book on Ekadashi. Is it possible for you to share?
Okay, share the entire book. It's a fat book. I can share some recipe like what you want to eat today. That recipe I can share, Mataji.
Yeah, you can share some few recipes every Ekadashi and it will be.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a
You
good
have
idea. You all can try. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Yes, yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so today we'll share something. Okay. And those of you who want to attain Krishna even faster, just take water on Ekadashi. Okay, and those of you who want to attain Krishna even faster, no eating, no drinking on Ekadashi. Okay, no eating, no drinking on Ekadashi. Those who really want to attain Krishna very fast. Okay, you can eat and drink all you want before and after Ekadashi. Okay, on Dashami and Dwadashi you can have feast, Chappan Bhog feast. Okay, what on Ekadashi? Because Ekadashi, again, it's not just fasting, it's a day where we increase our bhajan. Because Ekadashi Devi is personally seeing who all is doing more bhajan and who all is eager to attain Krishna in this very lifetime. And then she helps us go deeper. Okay, so we observe a fast and we increase our bhajan. We are chanting 4 rounds, we chant 8 rounds. Okay, one thing that I always do is I generally, when Ekadashi falls on a weekday, I either take a half day leave or a full day leave or maybe a sick leave, and I try to chant at least 64 rounds on Ekadashi. And that's my standard, need not be your standard. Okay, but at least we can try to do at least 16 rounds on Ekadashi, at least. That is what we have to do daily, so that is not something very special. Okay, but at least if we are not doing daily, at least on Ekadashi we start. Okay, every Ekadashi I will do 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, and this could be the start of something new, you know. Something really really great, something really really amazing. Okay, so that is the way, these are the strategies you have to follow, apply in your life to become more and more Krishna conscious. All right, so okay, we'll read something from this book. So we'll read about the birth of Ekadashi. Yes, so Utpann Ekadashi. Today is a very good day to start fasting on Ekadashi because Utpann Ekadashi marks the birthday of Ekadashi. Okay? And Ekadashi has many forms. Ekadashi Devi has many forms. Okay? Just like Ganga. Ganga is the wife of Shantanu, all of you know. Yes, from Mahabharat. Those of you who know the Mahabharat know that Ganga was the wife of Mahabharat. Wife of, sorry, Maharaj Shantanu. Right? And the mother of Bhishma. And she was known as Chaya Ganga. So that was one Sarup of Ganga. In one form, she is the Charnamrit of Lord Krishna flowing throughout the three worlds. On earth as Bhagirathi, on the heavens as Mandakini, and on the lower planets as Bhogavati. Alright? And in the third form, she is Krishna Priya Ganga, also a Sakhi of Sri Krishna. Just like we have Lalita Sakhi, Vishakha Sakhi, Tungavidya Sakhi, Chitra Sakhi, Sudevi Sakhi, Indulekha Sakhi, Ranga Sakhi, Ranga Devi. Right? So, same way, we have Krishna Priya Ganga Sakhi. So, Ganga Devi is also a Sakhi of the Lord. Okay, of Lord Krishna in the spiritual world. How was Ekadashi formed? It is said that there was a demon named Mura who attacked Shiva. On being attacked, Shiva and the demigods became perturbed and prayed to Vishnu for help. Vishnu, hearing their plea, arrived and a ferocious battle ensued between Vishnu and the demon. After some time, Vishnu stopped fighting to take some rest. Seeing Vishnu unarmed and sleeping, the demon ran forward to kill him. Ekadashi Devi manifested from his 11 senses and she fought and killed this demon Mura. Thereafter, the Lord became renowned as Murari. That is why the Lord is also known as Murari, the enemy of the Mura demon. Alright. So, Lord Vishnu was taking rest and Ekadashi manifested. Ekadashi manifested to kill that demon. So she is a Shakti of Lord Vishnu and she is also a Devi. Okay. Ekadashi Devi then said to Vishnu, I would like to help the Jivas, please give me some service. He replied, yes, help them by destroying their anarthas. What are anarthas? What is the meaning of anarthas? What are anarthas? You should know. Bad habits, sins, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mat, Matsarya. Okay, so those are anarthas. Unearth. What is the meaning of earth? What is the meaning of earth? Wealth. or something that is of use. ठीक है? Something that is of use. And what is anarth? Something that is of no use. Okay? So lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion, and all the so many things that we are holding on to are of no use. So Ekadashi Devi, when we observe fast on Ekadashi and when we increase our bhajan on Ekadashi, please don't think Ekadashi is an ordinary day. I will just eat kuttu ka pakoda and I will watch Netflix whole day. Okay? Krishna will slap you very hard. Okay? No. Ekadashi is the day of bhajan. I will reduce my eating, sleeping, mating, defending, and I will increase my bhajan. I chant 2 rounds every day. Today I will chant 4 rounds. Today I will chant 8 rounds. Today I will chant 16 rounds. Today I will chant 64 rounds. There's one Mataji staying with us. One day she chanted 132 rounds. Okay? On Ekadashi day. 132 rounds. Okay? So anyways, we should not jump that high so early. Okay? At least 16 rounds we can try to aim at. Okay? And for that purpose, we will be on Zoom today. We'll share a Zoom link if anyone is interested. I know for sure that no one will turn up. None of you will turn up. But if someone is interested, okay, we can chant together. Okay, because I am planning to do 64 rounds. I've only done 14 rounds till now. So I have to give a lot of time today in chanting. So we can create a Zoom link and I can share it with you after this call. And all of you can come there and chant. Okay. And don't mind me, it's just a little bit, I have to push you guys. So sometimes I have to say things like no one will show up. Definitely many of you are showing up. Sudanma Prabhu is every day coming for japa. And others also, at times Sahibdeep Prabhu used to join a while ago when he was not, he is at his home currently. So that is why he is not joining. But these japa sessions also that we do in the morning, they are for our betterment. They help us wake up early and also chant together with devotees. Okay. So today also is a very special day. This Ekadashi is also on a weekend. So, and you know, give your time to Krishna. Give your time to Krishna. Let Krishna also see why he should give his time to you. Okay? Why he should give his time to you. Because we are giving our time to him. Okay? So please, if anyone is interested, you can join in. It will be very nice. Okay? What time we have? Zoom Japa? Huh. Oh, okay. Anyways, we'll have our own link today. Never mind. Okay. So Ekadashi Devi said that help them by Vishnu told Ekadashi help them by destroying their anarthas. So if you fast on Ekadashi and increase your bhajan on Ekadashi, your heart will be purified and your anarthas will start to go away. Okay, it's not good. It's not good. It's very painful to struggle with kam, krodh, lobh, moh, mat, matsarya, with the overthinking mind, with so many things that are going on in life. It's very difficult. Very difficult. We have the path to freedom. Then why don't we take it? Why don't we take it? That means we are enjoying our anarthas. We are enjoying our suffering. We are enjoying our calm. We are enjoying our lusty desires. We are enjoying our anger. We are enjoying our greed. We are enjoying our illusion. We are enjoying our laziness. We are enjoying our madness. We are enjoying our envy. That is why we don't want to take the way out. Because we are attached to our anarthas. Otherwise, a person who wants to give them away will make the best use of Ekadashi. Best use of Ekadashi. A person who really wants to give these anarthas away will really put in endeavor on the day of Ekadashi especially. Every day he will put, but on the day of Ekadashi especially, he will wait. When will Ekadashi come? When will Ekadashi come? Because Ekadashi is the key. Madhav Tithi Bhakti Janani. She is the mother of Bhakti. Bhakti will come where there is Ekadashi. And Ekadashi will come where there is endeavor to please Ekadashi Devi. Alright? And this endeavor will come where there is the association of like-minded, sincere and serious devotees. That is why it is very important for the devotees to come together and practice. Yes, that is why we insist, come on japa sessions, come on each and every call, have your videos on so that we can see each other, have a relationship, have a deep relationship, move forward together on the path of bhakti. Okay, so everything is related. All right, so you should make them free from all misgivings and grant them liberation. By your help they will take shelter and surrender to me. After surrendering to me, their lives will be successful. This is one history behind Ekadashi's appearance. This is meant for ordinary people who are stricken with anarthas, sins, and offenses. Ekadashi Devi helps these conditioned souls in this manifestation of hers. Okay, so there are many things in this PDF. Okay, so we also see the story of Ambrish Maharaj. In the Bhagavatam, we see Ambrish Maharaj received great strength from Ekadashi Devi. Durvasa Rishi tried to harm him by manifesting a fiery demoness, but he but he could not do anything. Instead, Durvasa Rishi was defeated and had to beg for forgiveness. Why? Because Ambrish Maharaj fasted on Ekadashi. Even great yogis cannot harm you if you are fasting on Ekadashi. Could any demoness or illusory form of Maya have defeated Ambrish Maharaj? No, for his mind was never restless and always fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord. He was never afraid. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. You can cover up the remaining part in the recording. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, King Amrish, you can read about Amrish Maharaj here. King Amrish fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, engaged his words in describing the abode of the Lord, his hands in cleaning the temple of the Lord, his ears in hearing the pastimes of the Lord, his eyes in seeing the form of the Lord, his hands in touching the body of the servants of the Lord, his nostrils in smelling the flowers offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, his tongue in tasting the tulsi leaves offered to the Lord, his legs in traveling to the holy places where the Lord's temple is situated, his head in offering pranam obeisances to the Lord, and his desires in fulfilling the desires of the Lord. All these qualifications made him fit to become a pure devotee of the Lord. Okay, so he was also observing Ekadashi. Durvasa Muni got angry at him because he did paran before feeding Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni created a great demon to kill this Ambrish Maharaj, but Lord Vishnu with his Sudarshan killed that demon and then wanted to kill Durvasa Muni as well. And then Durvasa Muni, he went to Vishnu and said, please forgive me. Vishnu said, I cannot forgive you. If you had offended me, I could have forgiven, but you have offended my devotee. Now go and ask for forgiveness from my devotee. That is, Vishnu says, and we'll end at that. Okay. Aham Bhakta Paradhino. Aham Bhakta Paradhino. Very important to know the nature of Lord Vishnu. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Aham Bhakta Paradhino hi aswatantrata ivadvija. Sadhu Birgrasta Hridayo Bhakter Bhakta Jana Priya. The Supreme Lord, the controller of the three worlds, is saying to Durvasa Muni, I am completely under the control of my devotees. The same Bhagavatam which says, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavayate Muyanti Yat Suraya. Swarat, he is completely independent, is saying, the same person whom the scriptures claim to be completely independent is saying, I am completely under the control of my devotees. I am not independent. Indeed, I am not independent. Yes. Because my devotees are completely devoid of material desires, I sit only within the core of their hearts. What to speak of my devotee? Even those who are devotees of my devotees are very dear to me. Yes. Even those who are devotees of my devotees are very dear to me. This is the nature, the supremely transcendental and merciful nature of Sri Vishnu. Thank you, Shubham Prabhu. Please finish the remaining part in the recording, okay? So we should make our endeavor to please this Lord Vishnu. Okay, we should make our endeavor. All right. A couple of announcements, and we'll then chant and drop. So today's Ekadashi, next Ekadashi is on, I guess, 1st of November, and that is Gita Jayanti. Okay. First or second, we'll confirm, but let's assume it's first. We will be having 2 special sessions. Okay.
December.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Chanting entire Gita in Sanskrit. Okay. And chanting entire Gita in English. Both on the same day. Okay. It will take us around 4 hours and another 4 hours. Okay. It's a very good opportunity to go through the entire Gita at least once. Okay. And also to chant the Sanskrit of the entire Gita at least once. Okay. So all of you are most welcome to be a part of it. All right. Um, then, uh, of course, Navdeep Mandal Parikrama from 18 to, sorry, this should be 28th, okay, of February. All of you are invited and all of you have to come, not like we are giving you a choice. Okay. 18 to 28. Parikrama will be from 19 to 25. That means you have to reach on 18th, because on 19th we leave early morning 5 a.m. for Parikrama. You can work from home on 26th and 27th, attend Shantipur festival on 28th, okay, and leave on 28th evening or 1st March. Okay, like that. Um, so this is our plan for Navdeep Mandal Parikrama, and all of you must attend. Okay, it is compulsory. At least those of you who are serious and want to progress in Krishna consciousness, then it is compulsory. For someone who is like, okay, I'm doing just fine, just like that, net chala gaya fir se. लोकेंद्र प्रभु जी नहीं 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 गया आईफोन का चला गया सॉरी वी आर बैक we are back. So yes, so I was saying those of us who are serious about progressing in our spiritual life must attend. Okay, must attend, it is compulsory. Okay. Because it really helps us, go deeper, and really helps us become serious. Okay, so 18 to 28. Okay, please be there. If you don't want to come for a long duration, can come for lesser days, but I feel if you are coming so far, please take leaves. It will take only 6 days of leaves. Okay, 6 days worth of leaves. It's not a lot. Okay, it's not a lot, and you get to enjoy in Sri Mayapur Dham for 10 to 11 days. And this enjoyment is beyond anything that you have ever felt. Okay, like I wait when one parikrama ends, right? Last year it ended in March, 1 to 9th March. I am waiting since 9th March. When will I go to Mayapur in February of 2026? Okay, this parikrama is most ecstatic. Every day we go to many different places, and we hear so much Harikatha, we do so much Kirtan, we eat so much Prasadam, and we greet the lordships in the morning, Panch Tattva, Radha Madhav, Narsingh Dev. It's so beautiful. And we go by boat across the Ganga to many, many places. So amazing, so amazing. You cannot miss it. I mean, miss it at your own risk. Okay, so that is there. And we are starting a new series on Grihastha Ashram on Wednesdays and Fridays for about maybe 30 to 40 minutes, not long. Okay, I will inform the timing. Probably you cannot start this week. Probably we will start it the week after. Okay, that means from maybe 22nd. No. Okay, I'll inform you the date. Okay, because right now I'm not sure what my situation will be. Probably from the 3rd of December. Okay, probably we will start it from the 3rd of December. Okay, if we started earlier, we'll let you know. We'll announce on the group. Okay. All right. So every day you should chant your japa in the morning, and every day 30 minutes reading, 30 minutes hearing. Okay, and whatever you eat, please offer it to Krishna before you eat. It will go a long way in building your spiritual intelligence. It's very important, very important. All right. Okay, so now, sorry, if there are any questions, you can ask now, and then we'll chant. Sorry, we'll be 10 minutes over time. Yes, thank you, Dharmik Prabhu. Thank you so much. Anyone has any question they want to ask or discuss? Anything about the parikrama also, or any spiritual question? Anything from today's subject matter? Anything? Now's a good time. Okay then, let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Tomorrow we are meeting at 7:30 to 9. So please be on time tomorrow, because we don't play the recorded lecture. So we directly go into the subject matter. So don't be late tomorrow, okay? That is my request. For chanting, you need beads. Don't use this finger. Chant using these two fingers, okay? On each bead, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Firstly, we will chant this mantra one time. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanand Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakthurin. We will chant the mantra one time, and then we will chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times. Okay, that is how we'll go about it. That will complete one round. I will be on this call till 9:30 to chant. After that, we'll share another link, okay, for chanting. So those of you who are interested in chanting with us throughout the day can join on that link. Okay, today is Ekadashi. The opportunity is there. You just should be willing to grab the opportunity. You should just be willing to grab the mercy that is being provided. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shubhankar Prabhu. See you tomorrow. All right. Yes. Okay. I'll share the link in some time. Maybe at 9:30. Okay. So let us chant. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara